today is Stitch Day. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my house. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful but easy stitch. You know that I love to teach you the easiest technique and the most beautiful techniques that you can use in your coming projects. Look at the back, it is so easy. The secret is also in the yarn, so it's very important that you choose the correct yarn. Well, I will give you all my tips and secrets to make this stitch, and remember that before we start, it's important that you subscribe. To buy all the materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es and we will send it right to your house. We will start from the bottom. We will start making chains. I will use this Angorita fine yarn. It's weight number 2 and I will use a crochet hook of number 4. Once you have the 5 chains, close in circle, slip in 1, then we will inside the ring we will make single crochet 1, 2. We will start counting 1 from here, and here inside the ring we are going to make 8 single crochets. Well, look at the end of the 8 single crochet, turn around, we will go up with 1, 2, 3 chains, yarn over, and in the first stitch, right here, we will pull. Then we will take the first 2 and then the last 2. Turn over again, in the next stitch, insert the hook, pull, take 2 and the next 2. So again, we will repeat. So here we have 3 and 4. And then we will make a Solomon's knot. So look, we will pull, take 1, we will make a single crochet, then again pull, make a single crochet, taking the back part of the Solomon's knot, and then we will repeat these 4 long stitches. So we take the first 2 and the last 2. Before we insert the hook, you see we yarn over and then we pull. We take the first 2 and then the last 2. So like this we are going to make 4. This is the 4th, and we will have something like this. Then we will turn around. We will go up with 3 chains, and now we will repeat these 4 long stitches, but now we will take them in relief. We will place the hook in the back like this, and we will repeat. As you could see, before I insert the hook, I yarn over before, and I will keep the next 2 in the hook, and I will repeat. I will take the first 2 and I will keep the last stitches in hold, like this, of the 4 long stitches. So here we have 3. We took the first one and then we will keep the last ones. We will take the first 2 threads, and once we have this, we are bring them through 1 chain, and we will repeat the Solomon's knot. Remember that the Solomon's knot is made by 2 parts. So this is the first part of the Solomon, and this is the second. You see 1 and 2, and you have to check that you made them the same, pulling at the same distance. So we will make a single crochet in the last Solomon's knot right in the knot, and we will make a second Solomon's knot like this, and now we will repeat the next 4 stitches, also taking them in relief, placing the hook in the back as you could see, and again we will leave the last 2 threads in hold of each long stitch, you see. And then once you have all these threads together, we are going to bring them through on 1 chain. You see, so far it has to look like this. So beautiful, right? Okay, for the next row we will turn around and we will go up with 3 chains, and now we will start making the 4 long stitches here in this space. And now we are going to complete them, okay? We won't leave any stitch in hold. You see, all of them in the same space, like this, and then we will make the Solomon's knot. Remember always to keep the same distance and in the same space. We are going to make the next 4 long stitches. Also we are going to complete them. In one row we are going to close them like we made here, and then in the next row we are going to leave them in hold. Okay, so let's finish these 4 long stitches. Sorry, I have to take more yarn. And now we are going to continue with the Solomon's knot. So we will pull, but no, sorry, before that we made the Solomon's knot, after we made these complete long stitches, we are going to slip one in the knot, like this, so we can lean the stitch a little bit, and then after this we will continue with the Solomon's knot. And now in the next knot we are going to make a single crochet. Again, we are going to repeat this shell that we made in this stitch. We are going to make 4 long stitches in the same stitch, in the same space, sorry. We are going to close them like we made in the first part, remember? And then we are going to make a Solomon's knot. And again, the next 4 long stitches, and like this we are going to finish this row. 3 and 4. Look, well, now we are going to alternate the rows. We are going to make this row where we close all the stitches with the same stitch, remember? So we will go up with 3 chains, and remember these first chains that we made won't count as one, okay? So after this, okay, so we will start, and we are going to take the stitches, placing the hook in the back, remember, in relief, and we are going to leave the last stitches in hold. So once we have all of them together out of the 4, well, we are going to bring them through. Okay, so now bring them through all together, 1 chain, and now the Solomon's knot. Try to keep the same distance, remember it's very important so you can have a nice stitch. Then right here in the knot we are going to make a single crochet, then again Solomon's knot, and then we will repeat, taking the stitches in relief, placing the hook in the back, and again we are going to bring them through once we have all of them together, because we are keeping the last stitches in hold. And guess what? I'm going to stop here because here we change a little bit. So before we close, we are going to slip one in the knot, and we will continue right away with the next 4 long stitches. We are going to make this once we need to create the shape here of a diamond. So every time you will observe if your stitch needs to complete this shape, so this means that you need to make this. So look, we have here the 4 stitches in hold of both parts, one section, the second section. So now once we have all of them together, well, now we are going to bring them through together, and no, okay, again. So I will repeat, this might happen to you, so look, again I will repeat, 1 chain, and now you see we have completed diamond right here. And now we will repeat, we are going to make the next 2 Solomon's knot. Remember that what we made in one side, we have to repeat it in the other side too. So here we are going to make the first Solomon, then we are going to make a single crochet here in the knot, then the next salmon. So here we are completing this second salmon, and again here in this space we are going to take the stitches in relief, leaving the last threads in hold, and we are going to finish the row like we started. And 4, well, you will see that the secret of this stitch is that you follow the path, and you will notice that you are correct or not, because here you have to create diamonds. We have made 1, then we will have 2, 3, 4, and it will increase while we continue making these stitches. So you will observe when you need to complete the diamond and when not. And now, according to this theory, once we are going to make these long stitches without closing, and then we will close them. So now we have to repeat. So now here we are going to make 2 leaves, then we are going to insert the hook here, and then we will continue with the next salmon. But well, I will show you how I'm going. I'm loving this stitch so far, and you will decide how many series you need to make according to the project that you want to use this stitch for. Okay, I hope that you are enjoying it. You just have to check that you are creating the perfect shape of the diamond that I show you. But guess what? Here I made a mistake, because here we have to make 2 petals or shells, how can we call it, together, you see? So I made the salmon's knot, and again here 4 long stitches in the same space, and we have to close them. You see how I confused? I'm sorry. It's like I'm focusing in the chat, right? So now we are going to go to the next knot and slip 1 to lean a little bit stitch. Then we are going to make the Solomon's knot, and in this knot we are going to make single crochet, and in the next space we are going to repeat. And well, again we are going to make again the 4 long stitches. So here we have 3. As you see, I'm making these 4 stitches complete, then the Solomon's knot. So I'm closing. Remember that in one row we are going to close them, and then in the next row we are going to close them together. So after the Solomon's knot in the same space, the next 4 long stitches, you see? And now we are going to finish the row like we started. So here we are going to slip 1, then the Solomon's knot. Be careful at the same distance, it's very important, and then we will finish like we started. You see? Here in this space we are going to make the 2 petals that we made at the beginning. Well, here I am in the next row, and remember that here is where you leave the stitches in hold. You see here I'm creating the shape of the diamond, so this means that here we need to close it. So we are going to slip 1, and right away we are going to continue with the next 4, and once we have all the stitches out of the 4, and well, be careful, here I almost take the Solomon's knot, so please identify which is your first long stitch. So once you have the 2 sections of the 2 petals in your hook, we are going to bring them through, and like this is how we are going to close to create a diamond shape, you see? So we are going to open this one right here, and then we will close the diamond right here. So as you see, the stitch by its own will tell you what you need to make in the next row, okay? You just have to check when you need to open the diamond and when you need to close it. Remember that you have to repeat 2 series, and like this is how we are going to continue making as many rows as we need. So look here, I continue a little bit. So here we have open shell, Solomon's knot, open shell, and remember here right away we slip one, and then we will continue with the 4 long stitches and we close them. Look how your fold is looking so far. As you see here, we have 1, then 2, then 3 diamonds, and then we will have 4. You just have to follow the path and see when you need to close or open the diamond. I'm loving it so far. In the back also we have kind of diamonds, you see here. This is the wrong side. It looks so beautiful too. So now look, imagine that you finished to make the rows that you need, and I will give you an idea of what you can make once you finish. This will be for the edge, so we will make a Solomon's knot. I have taught you this stitch in previous videos too. So here we are going to make the first part of the Solomon's knot, then 3 chains, and now we are going to pull, because here we are going to make a pair. So we make like kind of single crochet, but we pull, then we bring them through 1 chain, then 1, 2, 3 chains again, turn over 1, 2, 3, we bring them through, and now we are going to come back to the first stitch, and we are going to join these 2 pairs like this, and we are going to slip 1, and now we are going to complete the second part of the Solomon. Then we will calculate, and here in this space, single crochet. So beautiful, right? If you want, here also in the edge you can make only Solomon's knot and it will look good too. So again, the first part of the Solomon's knot, then 3 chains, you will turn over before we insert the hook 3 times. 1, we turn over, 2, turn over, 3, bring them through, 1 chain again, 3 chains, and again turn over 1 to make the pair. So remember that the pair is made out of 2 parts. Bring them through, 1 chain, then we will close. Please be careful where you insert the hook, and then 1 chain and the second part of the Solomon. And again we are going to calculate where we are going to insert the hook. So always try to keep the same distance between pair and pair, right? So like this is how I'm going to continue, and when you arrive here in the corner, well, you are going to make, and you are going to leave less space here so you can keep with the triangle shape. Okay, so I will continue and see you how it looks. Well, you see here I finished to make the final edges. If you want, before this edge too, you can make Solomon's row, and then you can continue with this one. Look here at the back, as you see here in the corner, I place it more closely. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this stitch with me. I love it. It is so easy and beautiful. Imagine this stitch in a different color. I hope that you make it for a show. It must look amazing, or I was thinking also in a pillow, don't you think? Well, don't forget to give me a like, to subscribe, and to follow me in all my social media. I really appreciate that you spend this time with me making this stitch, and well, I hope that you follow me also in my Spanish channel. Remember that I have a Spanish channel where I first share these videos in Spanish and then I share them in English. But well, thank you so much. See you in the coming videos, and please, if you have an idea, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.